Live from beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in, Anthony Santander.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about set to go now. And pitching in this game, Dean Kremer. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
All right, ready to get underway. Now the third baseman, Dylan Moore.
The third baseman, Dylan Moore.
And he deals. That one's in there, and this one is off and running. Check swing, but he went too far, and the count is 0-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Here's a 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Righty to the plate. Got him looking. And one out now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And now J.P. Crawford. And that's in there for strike one. The pitch. And there's the strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. 0-2 now. And that one is inside ball 1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 down. Let's take a look at our lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Julio Rodriguez.
Ah, Boog, what a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can dominate a game at times, be a perennial all-star. He's going to take home some hardware as well. I mean, he's one of the best in the game today and always fun to watch.
Ty France now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Oh, 0-1 now. Up the middle, Chapman. Tosses to first. Third out. End of a half inning of play. Orioles due up in the first. No score. Welcome back. Today's starting pitcher, Bryce Miller. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
In the air, out towards right center. He's got it, and there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. This team collectively, Chris, the bat-to-ball skills are outstanding. They lead the league in total hits coming in.
Yeah, Boog, I wouldn't want to be a pitcher who's got to face this lineup. I mean, every spot in the order, dangerous. Really professional hitters that walk to the dish. I mean, they just don't give away at bats. Ton of contact. You know, these fielders behind this pitcher, they better be on their toes because the ball is going to be in play a whole lot.
Yeah, when the ball is in play, at least from an offensive perspective, eventually something good can happen.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander, the next to hit for the Orioles, second in the American League in hitting. And first offering is fouled off. The line to kick the pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. One, 2 now. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Crawford throws to first in time. Out number 3. Orioles held in check there. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. First pitch, and he just misses. Julio Rodriguez, you're talking about one of the top young players in all of baseball, Chris. So talented, a rookie of the year, an all-star, and a silver slugger.
And what I love about this kid is that he's all about the team. As much talent as he has, he could be focused on his individual numbers, but you can tell the way that he plays the game that they feed off of his energy.
Cal Raleigh in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
Boog, one of our favorites, Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Here's Taylor Trammell. 0 for 4 in the loss yesterday. Fouled off to the right. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck, and it's out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. His 4th home run of the season. It's 1-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, number 20. And a strike. Bounced up the middle. What a stop. See, fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Sam Haggerty. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Back here at the ballpark at the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. The right-hander back to work. That one's in there, and that is strike one. And it's fouled away. Oh, 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. Comes in 5th in the American League in batting average. Chapman gets a piece there. Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball. And then
throw to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. In the air, left field. Number 20 settles underneath it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. One left for the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. Back now at Oriole Park. On to the 3rd inning. And now for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. Kremer back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the rookie second baseman, Jose Caballero. Yes. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. McCann fires. Out. Caught stealing.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Caught him looking for the K. Here's Dylan Moore. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there for strike one. Struck him out looking.
There's a strange wind blowing.
Welcome back as we go to the last of the third. Now the Orioles catcher, James McCann. The pitch. McCann, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Crawford hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one pulled foul. Left-hand batter waits. And that one pulled foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third, and he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes a nice running catch. Out number 2.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Cedric Mullins will hit next. He's 0 for 1. Ripped on a line to center. Rodriguez right there to make the grab. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. And it remains 1-0. On to the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, J.P. Crawford. And here it comes. And fouled off. Yo 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now the first baseman, Ty France. 0 for 1 so far. Swings through that one. 0-1. Righty delivers. Misses inside. And it's 1-1. And the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here comes a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Mateo hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one's in there, 0-1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Home run number 10 on the year. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Kicks and deals. That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a 1-2 again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. That ends the frame. Solo blast adds to the Seattle lead. And it's 2-zip. And welcome back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Henderson. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. High fly ball out into left center field. Number 20 on the move. Grabs it on the run. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder,
Anthony Santander at the plate. Next pitch is popped up. Moore under this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
the first base.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Out in front, rip foul. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped into left center, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1. Tapped back up the middle. On to France. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. And the Orioles leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Baltimore, ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the Mariners DH, Taylor Trammell. And a pitch. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Just missed. And a pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Stays alive. And the righty deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Number 20 up next for the Mariners. The other way, and that's just foul. The pitch. And strike 2.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for Seattle, Sam Haggerty. Clips the corner, 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Trammell leads off first with 1 away. That's in there. On the ground to short, could be 2. Slings to second, throws it away, and it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, no trouble getting the double play started, but clearly some trouble on that return throw to first. I'm not sure if the runner going into second had a part in that or if it was something like a bad transfer. Either way, could have been 2 outs, but instead they got to work around a runner in scoring position now.
So up next, Jose Caballero. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner leads away at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him, and that is that. 1 left for Seattle, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jorge Mateo.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan O'Hearn. Fly to left his first time up. Right side, has some trouble with it. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Here is James McCann. And a foul ball left side. And the 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Ground ball to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Dylan Moore. And he deals. And downstairs. Upstairs.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Mateo hauls it in, and there's one away. And stepping in for the Mariners, J.P. Crawford. In there, and it's 0-1. Crawford, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2013. And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. That's ripped. Base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. He's already homered in this game. France off of first with 2 away. Strike 2. Bounce to the left side, and it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. On a line out towards center. Mullins makes the catch. Inning over. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 2 and the Orioles nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and into the box for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. The pitch. Cowser goes 6 feet 3 inches, 195 pounds. He's usually in the outfield, but today he's starting at third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, and watch your lips. You better be ready. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing.
That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now back, number 2.
Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Two outs. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Kicks and fires. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, left side. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. In the dirt. Raleigh whips it to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Back now at Oriole Park. Top of inning number 7. In now is the Mariners DH, Taylor Trammell. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Late swing, foul to the left. Foul ball, still 0-2. Righty to the plate. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. At the belt and fires.
Inside, ball.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So digging in, number 20. In there for strike one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. In the dirt. Gathers and throws to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now for Seattle, Sam Haggerty, 1 for 2. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. New pitcher now, Dylan Tate.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. The 0-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
0-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 0-2 now. That's to third. Throw not in time, and he's safe.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Jose Caballero now at the plate. That's to third. Oh, what a stop. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Mariners lead 1. They're up 2-0. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander. The pitch. There's a strike. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Matt Brash appears to be getting loose. Spire, the lefty, warming up as well. Left field, number 20. Has this one sized up. Hauls it in for the out. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. He swings and fouls one off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. And here is Matt Chapman. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. The 0-1. Chapman gets a piece there. And a base hit up the middle. Jorge Mateo now hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Swing and a bouncer. Crawford. They take the force out. That ends the inning. So no runs. Welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th. Now Dylan Moore. That's in there. And that's strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
The next offering misses. Going to count 1 and 2. In the air, right field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Another 1-2. Now one missed.
2-2.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. Strike one.
0-1.
Moore gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
McCann fires. Safe. Stolen base. And misses inside. And another ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
No outs. Runner on second. Cowser. First out in the top of the eighth. Ty France up next for the Mariners. 1 for 3. That's a slider for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That's down and in. 1 out and a runner at second. In there. And so now 1-2. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. And now it's filled up.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Julio Rodriguez digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. Here comes Moore. Now a long throw home. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 3-0, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And up next for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. On a line, base hit. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. Henderson relay to second. Not in time. He's got a double.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
And next is the designated hitter, Taylor Trammell. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
That one's in there, 0-1. That's a little bit low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's a strikeout looking. Frozen with a backdoor slider. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the Orioles nothing. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan O'Hearn. Miller back to work. Popped up. France under it. One away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
James McCann in now. And he hits a ground ball right side. On to France. Awesome play there. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Justin Topa up and loosening in the pen. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
And that one is lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Orioles held in check there. They're down 4-0. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, number 20. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In the air on the infield. McCann makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Sam Haggerty.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Sam Haggerty. Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken. He's into the game with the bases empty. There's the strike. Aiken goes 5 feet 11 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Hard hit, left field, base hit.
The batter, the second baseman, Jose.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Caballero. First pitch just misses. Haggerty stands at first with one out. And now it's even up.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
They get the tag on him, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Dylan Moore will hit next. That's through there for a strike. Just a weak fly ball this time. Santander brings it in with a nice running grab. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back here at the ballpark, last chance for the home team. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cedric Mullins. The wind of the pitch. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. He'll touch them all. His 21st of the year. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bryce Miller will depart, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Andres Munoz on to pitch here. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Seattle, number 75, Andres Munoz.
So up next, Henderson. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. On to France. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Next to hit, Anthony Santander. Bounce to the right side. On to France, and they're down to their last out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle. Late with the swing there.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
The 0-2. Smoked on the ground to second. On to first, ball game. And the Mariners, even this series, up at a game apiece.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Guys can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Reality so hard to find. When the devil trying to call your line, I always shine, even when they like them. No, I ain't God, but I'm feeling just like him. Oh, don't trip. See, I was in the whip riding me and my listening to us, no one else. That's it. That's a flesh, just a bit. Let me talk, man. Let's say my head got big. Yeah, well, listen, man, world has made me crazy. Might just turn around to 180. I ain't politicking, I ain't kissing no babies. The devil on my doorstep being so shady. Don't trip. We don't gotta let him in. Don't trip. Hey, yeah. I let it go.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners.